Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work without you guys. Hang on for a second, let me turn this heat down so that we can hear a little better. That may be a little bit better. We just got the win over the Rams, and people had left us for dead. But I told you, this is the kind of game that the Dallas Cowboys will win. It's whenever the Dallas Cowboys are left for dead that they do what you don't think they're capable of doing. 3-5 last year, terrible start to the season. You get Amari Cooper in there, and this team manned up. I'm out here actually, sorry, that's kind of noisy. E2 Blues live streaming right now. My cousin Daniel, he's been here all day and things. And their spouses love my chicken wings. So I'm actually cooking some fresh ones so they can take back with them and stuff. You know, because, well, you know, Daniel, he's a Redskin fan and things. And, of course, the thing about football is it's one of those things that should bring us all together. Sometimes it becomes divisive, and we end up as Cowboy fans on two sides of the fence. But what I want to say about this game is, well, one, maybe Justin's the new mojo for the Cowboys. Shout out to Justin, who got to go to his first game, had a ball, talked to him at halftime. He is like on cloud nine. And the fact that he got to see the Dallas Cowboys do what they did. Last year, I was lucky enough to be there when we played the Eagles and kicked their ass. And I'm going to tell you, that place, I guarantee you, was rocking. Now, let me put these chicken wings in. Here, you can watch what I'm doing here. Watch this. Boom. Woo. My friends are lucky they got me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I take care of a lot of people. A lot of people. You know, we had chicken wings and stuff earlier, but I'm cooking you some fresh ones out here in the cold after we just had a victory. I should be out just doing my videos, but no, you got to think and take care of others. The reason the Cowboys won was for once they put together a complete game. And for me, whenever we receive the ball, and I think teams know this, what you always notice is we end up on defense to end the quarter, the other team scores, they come out, they get the ball in the second half, and by that time your offense has been basically on the sideline for a whole quarter plus a half. They're stone cold coming out. Today, we won the toss, we deferred, and all those, now listen, all of you guys that were out there, and I know you won't do it because you won't man up. I'm trying to remember, I can't remember which site it was, but as I'm watching the live stream, it comes across, it's a Cowboys like cartoon type character site and all this. They came out with Dak screws up the coin toss. And a lot of you guys are like, look, your quarterback can't even get the coin toss right. You owe the man an apology. You owe them an apology. Because what is called is not always reality. The referees messed that up. They screwed it up, and anybody that went out there and said, that quarterback's so stupid he doesn't know how to do a coin toss, owes the man an apology. I know you won't man up and say, you know what, I was wrong. I get that. I understand that. That's just the way it is. But for the first time, this team, you look at this team, that does not look like the same team that played against the Bears. I believe at one point they only had one missed tackle in the whole game. They were flying to the ball. I don't know what the difference was between the Bears and this one, but this game, they shut down Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley saying, you know, I ain't worried about the Cowboys. We're going to the playoffs. Yeah, well, Todd Gurley had about 10 yards and one TD. That was it. And they kept Jared Goff. They knocked him around. They kicked his ass. He did not look like an NFL quarterback today because the Cowboys defense came out. On offense, for once, people will say, well, it was just because Zeke Elliott was great with the ball, running the ball. No, here's the difference. It was. Zeke ran a lot better this week than he has in quite a while. But what the Cowboys did, I've said this a million times. Hold on, let me shake my chicken. Got to shake, Sonora. If you don't shake the chicken, it sticks together and you get like one big piece of chicken and it's raw in the middle. Texas, Justin just shared some pictures, a whole bunch of pictures right now. But what the Cowboys did was they came out early. They threw deep. They moved the pocket by doing play action and bootlegs. Things I've been talking about for quite a while. I'm not trying to take any credit for it, but understand, if you just run up the middle and they're expecting it, it's strength on strength. When you go ahead and know they're going to try and stop the middle, you fake the dive, you bring Dak Prescott outside, you're basically putting the cornerback on an island. He's either got to come to the quarterback or he's got to go to the receiver. And he's either going to be able to run or he's going to be able to pass. And then we threw a deep pass. And a lot of people are like, oh, Dak overthrew that. Dak's a bum. But see, and I said this in the game. Because you were able to throw that thing deep, now the Rams have to worry about, oh, shit, they might actually be trying to throw deep. We got to cover deep. We got to cover deep. It opens up the field, and that's the problem. The Cowboys have gotten to the point where we're throwing all the time. We're throwing for 400 yards. That's great, but that's not winning football. The formula is you run Zeke some. He gets 114 yards. You run Tony Pollard with 131 yards. You end up hitting Jason Witten. You know he's old reliable. He's not going to be able to make you a whole lot of yards after catch, but you know he pretty much catches it. And then you got Blake Jarwin, Jason Witten too, the jar. And as E2 Blue says, we're opening up the jar. He's doing some things. So you're mixing the ball around, and it's making it so we got to cover everybody. Too many times the Dallas Cowboys have come out and just tried to stop. It's just use Zeke. But see, when you can go ahead and hit Randall Cobb for a couple yards, when you can hit Amari Cooper for a catch or two here, you hit Blake Jarwin for a few, you hit Jason Witten, you get Zeke Elliott now because now they're having to cover those receivers. You're getting him lanes to run. You hit him out on a screen. You run him up the middle. You throw in Tony Pollard because he's got a burst and he's a different style back. All of these different things together ends up making it more difficult for the defense. And the biggest key on this is this. Because you're doing these things, because you're hitting screen passes, because you have to worry about Zeke Elliott over here on the screen, and you have to worry about Tony Pollard, and we got to worry about deep. You can't blitz, because if you blitz, one of these things are going to come open and it's going to burn you. And that's why Dak did not get sacked today. All of these things go to play calling. Today it was just like, we got nothing to lose, let's throw everything at them. We did. We threw everything at them. And what you found out is it was difficult to defend it. Now, I can't say, and people will say, well, you give Jason Garrett hell every time we lose. Well, I don't know who called these plays. I don't know who took the training wheels off, but whoever did on the offense, it worked. On the defense went out with reckless abandon. It wasn't one guy in there trying to make hits. It was everybody coming to the ball together. Hold on. It was everybody coming together, putting constant pressure, and not leaving lanes for them to rush in. That was the difference in here. He just manned up. So now at least we can take the whole thing. Well, the Cowboys can't beat a team with a winning record. And the funny thing is, when the game first started, oh my goodness, you Eagle fans, dudes, you were all over the channel. You were trolling. How's it going to feel that the best quarterback in our division is going to win the NFC East with trash receivers? Yeah, he was clutch today. Did you see how he beat the Redskins? Really? The Redskins, who had nothing to play for. The Redskins, a team with the losing record. And I know, Eagles, you have a hard time with teams with losing records because you did lose to the Atlanta Falcons. You did lose to the Miami Dolphins. You did lose to the Detroit Lions. So I guess you guys beating a team with a losing record is kind of a rare thing for you this year. But it's on this week. It's on. And if you think that that was a clutch performance by your quarterback, I think I saw the ball on the ground about 4 times from him fumbling. And I believe he leads the NFL in fumbles since 2016 with like 44. Ouch. It's on, Eagles. It's on. It is a death cage match for the division next week. I don't know about you. I'm ready to play today. Take a look at this. Woo-wee. Watch those for a minute. I'll be right back with the ball. Are they okay? All right. So, if the Dallas Cowboys play a complete game, that's a big if. But when the Dallas Cowboys play a complete game, they come out there with some passion, with some fire, with some juice. They can play with anybody. They come out lackluster, candy ass, they get beat by anybody. I'm just so happy we got a freaking win. I'm Mark Holmes and we got a victory! Yes, it's been so long! Yes! We got a win! We got a win! Thank you! I don't have to kill the Cowboys this week. Thank you, Jesus! I'll see you soon.